I would have pulled it over your head if I was intending on getting back together with you. But I just want you to feel, by me always bringing it up, I want you to feel the hurt that I would have felt in that space and time at the moment. That's all I'm really trying to do, if I'm being honest with you. I would have moved out my grandparents' house, saying that I'm going to be mature enough to take care of my potential baby mother, who I loved. That was the past tense, loved a lot. I didn't hear from anyone else. I didn't hear from any of my boys. I didn't hear from one of my closest friends. I heard it straight from the horse's mouth. In this case, the horse is you. I would have passed around with you on your phone with your girlfriend. Right? That's what you call them, right? City girls, girlfriends.
Wow.
With Ebony. Right?
Continue.
I would have heard you and Ebony on the phone. You saying, oh jeez, how I could tell Archer this? How I could tell Archer this? And I trying to figure out what the hell is she even talking about. So you know me, my nose ain't big for nothing. I put my ass right on top of that door. And I just said, I saw enough. I heard the words. I do not know how I'm going to tell Archer that this is Trey's baby. And just like that one year move, I just started back on my bags. After this day, still trying to figure out how you realized that's the reason why I would have left the home. Because I never said anything to you, I just left. You might have called me a punk for that, but it is what it is. I felt as though I was disrespectful.
Maybe this apology is way too late, but I just figured, it's now or never. I never liked to use the excuse that, I was young, I didn't know any better, because let's be honest, common sense is common sense. I just want to make sure that you understand that every time I did recount our relationship to anybody else, I made sure people realized that everything that went down was all my fault and nothing was your fault at all. I just figured I should have taken the time to truly try to understand my feelings for you before we went into that relationship. Because of me not doing that, not only did I end up ruining that relationship, but I end up ruining our friendship. And you was my best friend, you know what I mean? Especially during that time where I really needed one. But in the end, as you know, that all just went to dust. It was never my intention to put you in a situation where you were basically constantly upset because of the fact that I wasn't doing the things that I should be doing as a boyfriend or as someone that is in a relationship. And not only did that continue to make you upset, but it made you angry at times to the point where we were practically arguing almost all the time. And that was never my intention, to be honest. And we did try to end the relationship multiple times, but we somehow always convinced ourselves that we can be better, we can do better, we can argue less and so forth and so on. But as you know, obviously that didn't work out. And then when we finally ended the relationship, we did try to stay friends, but over time that drifted as well to a point where we were practically strangers not so long afterwards. And it really sucks, to actively go from best friends to just strangers, all because of me, you know what I mean? So once again, all I really wanted to say was I'm sorry that I put you through such a situation, of where you probably doubted yourself or anything like that. It was never my intention. So I'm sorry again.
Hey lady, what's up? You know, they say let me take this opportunity to try and reach out to you as best as I can. I wanna firstly apologize for the way I've treated you, the way I talked to you, handled you, you know. I could say it was all new to me, you know, with us being together every day and like growing to love one another, but it was actually new to me. It was really new. If I ever had a chance to play that time back, I would want it back in a heartbeat. The time I've spent with you, it was really meaningful. And you've brought some things to light to me that I haven't even really realized that I was really doing wrong or right, and I miss you, to be honest with you. Like, I wish you were here. I can't sleep sometimes just knowing that when I'm in that space alone and everything is quiet, the only thing I think about is you. You know? I'm sorry. I didn't really mean for it to happen like that. I'm really, really dying to know if you would forgive me. If there's one thing that I would settle for is for forgiveness from you. You know, because just knowing that you don't even answer my call. I'll try to call you and it's just like this person ain't even never ring your phone. You know, I'll send a text to you and you don't even reply. So it had to been something so serious that I have done that you don't even want to have, you don't want a part of me anymore. But I really do apologize. Like, I pray to God every day that He would change your mindset and the way you think about me after what I have said and what I have done to you. You know, could you give me another chance to just prove to you that it can be much better than it was before?
I just wish that you were more honest. There were so many things that you would keep from me, and really I'm not sure why. I mean, I always told you that I'm pretty easy to talk to, but I still felt like in our relationship there were just some things that you just chose to keep from me for whatever reason. Sometimes I'd find it very hard to believe what you'd say. All the times when you say you're going out and whatnot, I don't really think that it would have to do with insecurity. I feel like it has to do with you saying something but then showing me something else. There's a lot I didn't understand. In more ways than one. You always blame me for things that I had no control over. In most cases, you would get upset at me for getting angry at you for something that you did. And I feel like especially when I made it very clear that I would own up to my mistakes. I don't think that you fully understood that. And yet, I feel like you'd always blame me for everything that happens. I'm not going to say that I was perfect, but I will say that it would have helped a lot more if you had owned up to your own mistakes as well. I always said that pride would color our relationship, and looking at how things turned out, I guess it did. Things could have been better, like a lot better, if we put aside our pride. If we had done that, I feel like things would have been so much better.
So I want to talk to you about where I feel like things went wrong. I don't know where things went wrong. We were cool every day, talking, hanging out, going for food, going on rides for no reason, getting ice cream, and then suddenly it just stopped. And that's kind of what I don't understand. It was random. We were literally good yesterday, so we just stopped talking. Okay, because I know you. I'm like, okay, maybe it's a moment. Let you have your space. Let you, whatever it is, you might just be taking a break from social media. You may be taking a break from the world. You've done it before. It happens. Let that go. One day going by, maybe two. 2 turned into 7. 7 days turned into like 10. Okay, that's enough. I think it's time to address the situation, whatever it may be. So I'm like, hey, how are you? Where do you think the dynamic changed? What's going on? Is there something that I should know? I guess I won't reveal your response. I'm gonna make it a little bit obvious on who you are, but you know the situation. And you proceed to say that you just have nothing left to say. Strange. It's completely strange. How do you go from every day talking, slapping up, hanging out, drinking, well, you're not really drinking, but you know, to having nothing to say? What could have happened between then and now that would warrant not having anything to say? How do you all have nothing to say when yesterday all we had was conversations and things to talk about? I find it strange when dynamics of certain relationships change, especially out of the blue. Like if there's no concrete, well, Chris, this is why I started talking to you because you did this, you did that to upset me. That even makes sense. But I could appreciate and understand that, like, because I know where I'm at fault. I could apologize if I was knowingly or unconsciously doing something to upset you. I could apologize for something like that. But it is what it is. It is what it could be. I'm glad I'm aware at an age where we could accept the things we can't change. We could accept a broken relationship, a broken friendship, a broken any ship. We can understand and accept that we're growing, we grew apart, and that's okay. So yeah, normalize that. Normalize that.
Well, I love you. I did love you. I did love you with all my heart, to the point where I was so loyal to you. I didn't want to break up with you. I didn't want to leave you. No matter how hard it was, no matter how harder to get. I didn't look for it. But I tried my best, babe. I tried my best to be there for you. I cooked, I cleaned, I tried everything I did just to be there for you. No, I remember the times that you used to be outside waiting for me until I get off, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I understand you did some good things in my life too, but I'm not talking about the good or the bad. I'm not comparing. But I'm comparing to the fact that I actually spent my whole entire years, 2 to 3 years with you, and came to the fact that it is going to be over when I always wanted to spend my whole entire life with you. I loved you. Shoot, I could barely move on. It's been a year that we broke up. I could barely move on. I can't look at another female to not knowing that they're gonna break my heart over and over again. Yet, I had to lie to them. Oh, I can't go in a relationship with you because I'm not ready. I'd rather be friends with you. I'd rather stick as friends until it is soothing enough to be in a relationship with somebody else. Shit hurts. It hurts, boy. It hurts to the point where that I always think that you would come back and say, oh, please forgive me, Elton. I didn't mean to do this. But every time I go out to day life, it's like somebody saying your name or seeing the car that you drive always hiccup my heart. Always put my heart in a shock or have my body feeling cold that you're going to be around, that you're going to be there. What am I going to say to you when I see you? What I'm going to do to you when I see you? Am I going to hug you? Am I going to hate you? I'm just going to walk away? What can I do? But I guess that's what really love is, huh? I admire you so much, babe. I did love you from the top to the bottom, from the in and to the out, from the nasty to the good. I wanted to stick there for you. That's what love was for me and you. But now I can't do that to nobody else. It hurts. Shit hurts. Every day it hurts. I may not have the money to take care of you properly, but I was there. Gifts. I would throw gift after you over and over again, but it's not always about the gift. I would brag about you. I would tell people how much I love you. I would tell people, show you off around the world. The shit I do to say I care and I love you. But I guess this is what love is all about. Thank you.
We started out so strong. I liked you so much, even to the point where I thought I could have loved you. I mean, there's so many things that I can say. A relationship that had so much potential. A relationship that really could have went somewhere, that really had a future. But unfortunately, this is the way it ended. You know, there is so much that I can say about you, so much that I like about you. But you just never gave me the chance to love you. You know, many people say that the female is the talk of a relationship. But unfortunately, I didn't get that. You know, I begged for it, didn't get it. I don't know what else it was there for me to do. As much as I talked to you, you didn't want to talk to me. You didn't want to tell me when things were wrong, when things weren't going right. You just showed me in your actions like I was the enemy. Oh man, it just hurts me just to see how much I liked you, how much I poured into the relationship. And you did your part, because like I said, it started out strong. For a year and a half, we were really good, really good. But it all went downhill. I don't know if it was somebody else. I don't know if it was something I did, because you just never talked to me. We ended it off and you never talked to me. But either way, you know, like I said, I have so much love for you. So much, but you just never allowed me to pour it into you. You just never allowed me to pour it into you. Only if you had opened up to me, then I could have given you all that I had to. But you just know the sad part is I still love you. Unfortunately, it can't be what I want it to be or what I wanted it to be. But hey, I suffer it to be so. You live your life as I live mine, and I wish you all the best. I don't know who hurt you before. I don't know because you just never talked to me about that. But I just want you to know that I still love you, and I still wish the best for you. All of the best for you. It's just a lot that I thought we could have been.
I just wanted a reason to trust you again, and I never could. And that hurts when, like, I gave you my heart, you know. I tried. I just always wanted what was best for you. Always just wanted what was best for you. And it came to a point where I looked myself in the mirror and say, boy, how that making sense if she don't want what's best for her? You know, like, you do me dirty. And once that trust was gone, like, everything else was gone. Like, there was no rebuilding back what we had. So yeah, communication, trust, and honesty. But like, I just wanted you to be honest with me, and you never could, never. You know, regardless of what people said to me. But you know, she this and she that, and like I had tunnel vision for you. Like, I just, like, you was the only person in this whole world like I could have seen. You know, like, I didn't care about no other girl, no at all. I tried to get you to see that I'd do anything for you, anything. I think you knew that, but your past and the way you was, you know, the way you was kind of situated, it was like none of that really mattered, you know. I thought a lot of times things could have been fixed if we just had that conversation that I needed to have, you know, or those conversations that I needed to have, you know. And I even asked you, you know, like, what is it that you need? What is it that you want? Why is it the way that it is? Why, you know, why you do the things you do? And I would never drag your name to the mud. Like, I ain't gonna sit there and, you know, get into specifics, but I just wish you gave me better explanations, you know. There was a lot of times where I'd be having a conversation with a wall. It's like, why you do that? Or do you understand why this is wrong, or whatever else? And like, you just go blank. Like, there was nothing that you could say, you know. And it was really those times where I thought to myself, wait, why you with this guy, you know? Because I tried so hard. Like, I really was out there Superman and like, I really was trying to save you and save the world, and you know. But yeah, that don't work out, because I had to realize, like, guy's just a man. Like it ain't really, you know. And I had to start really putting my trust in God again, just praying for you, like, you know, let us see the errors of her ways, let me see the errors of my ways too, so when I get, you know, in the next relationship, I can fix the things that was an issue for me.
But
what I would say to people and what I would challenge them in relationships is to be honest. Communicate all the way through what you like, what you don't like. Had these people been communicating all the way through and not heard the voices of her sister and her family and all those people outside, their relationship probably would have went a lot longer. So be honest and communicate about what you feel, what he feels, how that works out, what that looks like for you, and go forward from there. That's what I would say.